is Crystal with Pineapple Papers, and I am back with day 4 of Off the Board. So if you are from the States, happy 4th of July. So I thought it would be fun to do a patriotic page. And I have these 2 Snapchat photos of my husband and my daughter. Obviously, my daughter picked the filter and she was playing with it. So they're cute little patriotic bears. So I went through my boards and I found this layout from Heidi Swapp, and it looks like it is probably using the new Wolfpack collection, but I was drawn to the design. So I pulled out some items from my How to Kill a Kit with Style, and I have this acetate piece, this whole 12 by 12 sheet that my friend Sharon gave me, and I am going to use it as a background. And so I have that Gossamer blue red plus sign paper that I'm going to use for the border, and I gutted the center because I am going to use it somewhere else in the page. And so I just have a piece of white cardstock, and I am trimming the acetate sheet down to the size of the white cardstock. And I'm sorry, there is going to be a glare. So I took it to my sewing machine, and just that side there, I am going to make a shaker element. And these are Spiegel Mom scrap sequins called All American. And I put pretty much all of them that I had left in there because I wanted to take up the whole side, and I love, love, love how that looks. And the acetate is a little staticky, so they don't all fall to the bottom, which is nice. So I am going to adhere the white cardstock to my background paper, not completely realizing that I had gutted the paper and I put tape in the middle. So I just added a piece of paper that the acetate came from and just put it over the tape. So now I am going to work on the paper layers. So this one is a beautiful floral from One Canoe 2, and I flip it over because I like the big flowers. And so I wanted more of those to show. Now I am going to trim down my photos, kind of get rid of the extra pieces, and then I'm going to take this paper. Now this is the paper that backed the acetate sheet, so it's like a thinner white paper. So it has almost a little bit of a translucent effect to it, so you still kind of pick up what is going on in the back as well. So now I'm just going to add that banner piece, just kind of roughly measuring that and slightly bending it with my finger so that I know where to trim it, and then I am going to cut it into a banner. So that is going to kind of be the start of my layout. I am going to cut down this photo as well as back it as well with that same paper. And then I will back it up on some foam to get it a little dimension. And then I am going to look through my embellishments. So I have a little bag that has like patriotic 4th of July items. And then I also went through my How to Kill a Kit with Style to see if there was anything in there that would go as well. Now I am going to adhere the big blocks, and I really thought it was important to make sure that remember up at top was exposed, because really 4th of July we have to remember what is given up for us to live how we live. So that was really important. So that's more of what the remember is, not remember how cute my husband and daughter are with Snapchat filters. So that's the idea. So this home is wherever you are is going to end up being my title. And I do like it there. It will eventually stay there with a couple of foam pieces. I'm not sure I want to commit to it yet, so it stays on my finger, and then I'm going to put it on the sequin package, and just so I don't lose it. So I have these two acetate frames that are a nice blue, and I figured that they went really well with this layout. And then I have this pink paisley ephemera pack. I forget what it's called, but I'm going to pull just that tag from the ephemera pack, and then that chipboard piece at the bottom. I'm not exactly sure where that was from. It was just kind of left over in the bottom. So that is going to go kind of where the journaling block was in the inspiration photo. And here's where I add the foam and realize it needs 2 layers so that it can sit on top of the picture of my daughter. So now it's just time to adhere everything down. And this particular chipboard piece has been in my stash a while. It's got some dog hair on the back, so it gets some liquid glue. Otherwise, it's not staying down. The acetate pieces, I just apply my tape runner to where it's not going to be seen, and then clean up just a smidge, and I'm going to add a couple of these hearts, and these are from Vicki Boutin. I am getting down to just about it, but I do have another pack, so really not completely it. I am going to add the arrow as well, and that'll be it for that particular pack. And I am going to pull what is left of these sequins, and I am going to put every single one of them on this layout scattered about with my glue. So I wanted to pull them out of the shaker pocket onto the page, and I love how that looks, especially these tiny little gold stars. They really just are the best. So I hope you guys are enjoying this series. I am having so much fun with it. I love all of the inspiration from Pinterest, and I feel awesome about making the pages, and I hope some of you are playing along. Remember, if you play along, to use the hashtag. It's OTBWPP, so off the board with pineapple papers. And that way I can see what you all are making. And that is pretty much going to do it for me. So I hope you guys enjoy the fireworks tonight if you are able to see them. Luckily, we should have them this year because there's not a fire band. So hopefully you get to see those as well and be super safe and enjoy the 4th. And I do have a couple close-ups. The acetate is a little hard to photograph, so I hope this still gives you a good idea of what the page looks like. So remember to wear your crown, and I will see you tomorrow for day number 5. Bye.